My parents celebrated my 18th birthday by giving my twin sister a $1,000 boutique spree and handing me a bookstore gift card and acted like it was equal. That night, I packed everything I owned into 2 suitcases, walked past Jenny's new shoes in the hallway, and left their house without saying goodbye. I haven't spoken to them since. I grew up in a house where Jenny was the spotlight, and I lived in the shadows. Straight A's earned me quiet nods while Jenny's B+ came with praise and praise dinners. They missed my regional track meet, but decorated the living room after her cheer semifinals. I started hiding my report cards, just to avoid the silence. That bookstore gift card wasn't just an oversight, it was the loudest confirmation that I'd never mattered. Even birthdays felt like performances. Jenny got custom cakes and camera flashes, I got late candles and leftover frosting. Once, I wrote a college essay about feeling invisible. Mom read it and laughed, saying, "You're too sensitive." I burned that draft in the backyard and watched the ashes dance. That was the first time I felt power destructive, yes, but mine. I held the bookstore gift card like a warning label. Quiet kids learn to disappear. I left at dawn with just 2 bags and a city bus schedule. The first nights in my studio were cold, but at least no one forgot I existed. I stocked shelves at a drugstore and skipped meals to pay rent. Once Dad called twice in a row, I didn't answer. In therapy, I whispered, "I'm not jealous, I'm erased." My therapist asked about a childhood I am. I mentioned the gift card and broke down sobbing. Jenny messaged me months later, selfies from Paris. "Miss you, twin." I stared at the screen until it dimmed. In therapy, I said, "She thinks we're fine." The therapist said, "Have you told her otherwise?" I was scared she'd dismiss me like our parents did. When I finally replied, I wrote, "You never saw me. I'm not just your mirror." Hitting send felt like jumping into cold water, shocking, bracing, and necessary. She replied, "You were always dramatic." That stung. I printed our texts and took them to my therapist. We circled phrases: dismissal, gaslight, deflect. I kept the printout in my notebook, next to the gift card, which I'd taped inside the back cover. One night, I ripped the card in half. It wasn't rage, it was resignation. That was the moment I knew healing wasn't about her changing. It was about letting go of what never was. The twist came on a random Tuesday. Mom emailed me just 3 lines. "I read your essay. I didn't know. I'm sorry." Attached was the draft I thought I burned, scanned, with my name in bold. She's kept it. I cried harder than I had in years. She saw me too late maybe, but it cracked something open. I didn't reply. I didn't need to. That essay wasn't a plea anymore. It was my monument. I returned home once, years later, to drop off a box. Jenny opened the door, older, still polished. "Mom's inside," she said softly. I stepped in, handed Mom a copy of my published memoir. She didn't cry, she just held it like it weighed more than it did. "Thank you," she said. I nodded. We both knew it wasn't about books. I left before dinner. The gift card's gone now, but its silence still echoes. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe to check out more stories on my channel.